everybody. It's your two favorite boys from the podcast from Saturdays to Sunday. I'm Kale.
I'm Cam.
And today is going to be a little bit different. So it's still the same stuff, still college and NFL, but we're going to do a little twisty. We're going to twist some things around. So obviously you guys know college is ending, NFL is ending. We're going to mash them together for the time being, and then probably when the season's ends, we might go back to two, or we might do one. It slows down. You guys know we obviously have to wait for more breaking news, and we got to do digging ourselves, so just bear with us. It might just go down to one, but you never know. So we're going to talk about college and NFL in this episode, and it's Thursday.
It is Thursday.
So let's get this going.
That wasn't a beer. It's a monster.
It's a monster. It's a white monster. But Cam's going to get some talking points going with the college playoffs and all the recent stuff with the transfer portal and college playoffs. So Cameron, please take it away.
Okay. We're going to start, like you said, with the playoff games. First one was Miami versus Ole Miss. It was a much more fun game than I anticipated going into it, because I was shocked to see a little bit of the high scoring on Miami's end, you know?
Yeah.
Because defensive wise, we knew Miami was going to be good. But that was a really fun game. I think that was one of the games, for both of these. Let's talk about the other one. But happy with whoever wins, you know? Just because we talked about in the last episode when it comes to the fact that the most previous natty win by one of these four teams was 2001. So it's exciting. Miami played a really good game. It really came down to just whoever was going to have the ball last with how this game went. Ole Miss went down a little bit at the beginning and then was able to bounce back. Ole Miss looked good, man. Because a lot of people thought it was going to be kind of a blowout on Miami's end. No, that was a really good game. It was a close game. Trinidad balled out. We'll talk about transfer stuff later, but at least on the topic of Trinidad, he got denied his first waiver for eligibility, which I think is BS.
Isn't he appealing it?
Yeah, he is, and he should. I mean, Pavia got it, and then with Trinidad too, I'm pretty sure there is a season he only played 4 games.
And you should be able to get it.
That's why the medical red shirt is there. So, you know. So, anyway, Miami won. Happy for Cristobal. I'm honestly happy for Beck. I'm happy for the whole team. It's really cool to see Miami kind of back at the top. So, they will be meeting, of course, Indiana in the Natty, because Indiana destroyed Oregon.
They've been dog walking
56-22. Obviously, not a good start by Oregon. Can't start off with a pick 6 and then go down 21-7 early. That's really hard.
It's hard to come back
from. My take from this game, I was obviously upset, but when it's 21-7, I didn't have a lot of confidence that Oregon was going to crawl back out, because every time they got the ball, seeing how Dante Moore played, he played very flat. He played nervous. He looked scared.
He did look scared.
He looked like the Dante Moore we saw at UCLA. You know?
Yeah, it didn't look good, man.
That was a little disappointing. So, with that, I'm not surprised he's coming back. I think that last showing kind of tanked his draft stock a little bit. I mean, that's the biggest game of his career, and that's.
I don't agree with that, but I see where you get.
See, the reason I think it did is just because that was the biggest game. You know,
I don't know. There's not a lot of you have one number one quarterback coming out of this draft, and then no.
But with Dante though, think of it as a competitor too. Do you want that to be your last?
I get why he stayed. I see both sides of the coin for sure. I get it.
Because you could look at it. So say this was a 3-score loss.
Yeah.
And he played well. Mm-hmm. I think he leaves. With how he played, a lot of fumbles.
Played like shit.
Not a lot of pocket awareness. He was holding the ball too long sometimes, and other than that, because the O-line was giving him time. The O-line gave him time.
Oh, yeah, man.
So, yeah, great win for Indiana. And, again, I was sad at first as an Oregon fan, but I'm honestly happy for Indiana now that I've kind of come out of that little bit of a cloud. Happy for Indiana. They won handedly, and I'm excited to see them in the Natty. We'll talk about the Natty later. But I do have a question, because I did see someone, I'm not going to say his name because he is a pretty popular YouTuber and everything, a TikTok guy. He is saying Oregon fans should be concerned, and I completely disagree with him. For Dan Lanning.
No.
So he has a meter, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes through the meter for different teams. And for some teams, say he lands on a coach, should you be concerned? He'll put it from no, concerned, I'm worried, all the way up to we're in the hot seat, right?
Yep, you're fine.
No, absolutely no concern for Lanning. And we've talked about this plenty of times off the pod, but it's actually really interesting that Lanning has such a linear progression year after year.
Yeah, it's almost to a T.
It is almost to a T. First year at Oregon, you tie second for the Pac-12, right?
Yeah.
And then second year at Oregon, you make it to the Pac-12 championship and you lose. Third year at Oregon, you're in the Big Ten now. You make it to the championship and you win. And then you lose your first playoff game. Now fourth year, what does he do? Wins 2 playoff games. So it's a quite linear progression. So I'm not saying next year they're going to make the Natty and win it, but who knows? Next year, Dante's back, make the Natty lose. Year after that, win. I mean, that's kind of the writing on the wall right now. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying it's not if he gets it, he's going to get one.
Probably.
He's going to get one.
I mean, he keeps progressing every year.
And that, but also, too, this is now back-to-back years with a top 5 high school recruiting class.
Yeah,
and that's
good.
what I want to see more, because their portal class is maybe 30 right now, but I'm glad he's getting these top 5 high school recruiting classes, because that's something Oregon's not really done in the past. Like, they get good players, sure, but to get a consensus top 5 class is impressive. So, no, don't want to make this a Ducks podcast, but I'm not worried about landing in the slightest.
The Ducks!
Because if anything, too, I do want to say, for most Oregon fans, that no ball, this was an overachieving year.
Yeah,
we also talked about it at the beginning of the year too. Cupcake schedule. What did I tell you? Probably gonna miss the conference championship and probably gonna win 1 playoff game. They won 2. They overachieved expectations.
They did.
So looking back, this was a good year. So I'm happy with everything.
It was a good year
with that. But speaking of the transfer portal, I do want to run down team rankings. Last time, we're going to still talk about commitments, but last time we kind of talked about the players, the best players by each position and their rankings. Now we're going to talk team rankings. Top team is LSU.
Yeah.
They have 1 5-star, 8 4-stars, 16 3-stars. Then you got Ole Miss, no 5-stars, but they have 6 4-stars. Texas, Penn State, Oklahoma State, but I think one thing skewing that is they have 39 3-stars. Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Texas A&M for the top 10.
Yeah.
But some honorable mentions I want to throw in there. Cal, sitting at the top 15 class, they have 5 4-stars and 10 3-stars. So that's pretty impressive. Cal's kind of rebuilding. And then Colorado at 17. Dion might be cooking.
He's cooking,
bro. He has 3 4-stars and 31 3-stars.
He's cooking.
That sounds like a lot of 3-stars, but before we get into the commitments, I just wanted to say something about West Virginia. Can you take a guess at how many 3-stars between the portal class and the recruiting class they have? Unless you've seen it. Seen how many?
No, but I'm looking now.
68.
Good God.
68 3-star commits.
That should add up to something, right?
It should, because this is one of the reasons I like the portal, is that a coach can come in and completely flip a team. And we've seen with what Indiana's doing this year, 3-stars can get it done. So I thought that was cool for West Virginia. They're completely, Rich Rod is completely flipping the program. And some of those commits they have are great players, like Cam Coke. We talked about him a lot. He's going there.
57th, 24, 3. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So they have a lot of commits. But some big commitments in terms of players that has happened. Hollywood Smothers flipped to Texas shortly after Cam Coleman committed to Texas.
Bastard.
So unfortunately, Texas is cooking.
They are cooking.
Bama did lose him. Sam Levitt committed to LSU. I'm sure you guys have heard most of these big ones. We're still going to run through them. Dylan Raiola, obviously, to Oregon. He did say he's staying. He's going to sit behind Dante. So, because you look at his track record, especially through high school. And then
commits, he decommits, he commits.
Yeah. I mean, even in high school, he played for like 4 different high schools. So, not the best track record, but he did say for what it's worth. I don't know how much it's worth, but he's going to sit behind Dante for a year. And I'm pretty sure his ACL recovery does bleed in, at least to training camp, So, I don't think he'd be full go in the system by week 1 anyway. So, I think he knows that, and I think that's good that he's going to sit. Chaz Coleman, a 5-star DN from Penn State, is going to Tennessee. James Smith, the number 8 player in the portal from Bama. D. Lyman's going to Ohio State.
I didn't even know who this dude was at Bama, because our defense, I feel like in my mind, sucked.
Yeah, but one thing with the portal is it does take into account their grade. If they're younger, they might get a higher star, especially if they were a 5-star coming.
Yeah, I don't know what
school.
this did for us, because we couldn't sack. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting on.
I think he's a serviceable D lineman. But he's going to Ohio State. Isaiah Horton to Texas A&M. Coy Parrish to Oregon, which I'm very happy about. I know a lot of people think he had a sophomore slump, but the stats aren't always going to be there for a free safety. And I think he had like 5 picks as a true freshman free safety, so he set the bar pretty high.
Thieleman's leaving, so you gotta.
Yeah, he declared for the draft. This one's interesting. Reed Harris from Boston College is actually the number 16 player in the portal, and he's going to Arizona State. DeAndre Moore. Shout out Colorado. Shout out Edgar. Number 19 player, wide receiver from Texas. Deuce Knight going to Ole Miss. We still don't know what's going on with Trinidad. He said he would return to Ole Miss if he gets his waiver approved.
I don't see why he would go to LSU now, because you have Hudson Longstreet too, and fucking.
Yeah, see, again, he's one of those guys who's young. We haven't seen a lot of him. He's a young guy, but he was a highly touted recruit. So I don't think he would go to Ole Miss or LSU, but even if he did, I think the job would be his. One thing, speaking of Ole Miss, we're going to tell you guys the facts here on this one because I think it is a bit of a sensitive case. But Ole Miss linebacker T.J. Daugherty, who was a starter, 98 tackles this year, has entered the portal. There's rumors on the reason he entered the portal. Apparently, NIL contracts for new players was leaked within the Ole Miss program. Really? He saw it, and he's been playing there since 2023, and he didn't like the fact that new guys were making more than the starters who have been there. That's the rumor on why he entered the portal, but I completely forgot about this. I don't know if you remember this. People have talked about him before, so he actually used to have a different name. He changed his name. He used to be on Clemson's roster. He was dismissed for breaking team policy. The rumor behind that was that he was taking pictures of his teammates in the showers and posting them to OnlyFans for money.
That's weird.
So I completely forgot about that story. But, so yeah, he did change his name. It seemed like he was back on the right track.
And then
because a lot of Ole Miss players came out and said he's a great teammate, he's a great guy. So none of that followed him. He was able to completely flip the script and have I think 2 good full starting seasons with Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. But with him re-entering the portal, there's a lot of media coverage around that. People did figure out this guy was that guy because he changed his last name.
Yeah.
It was like the Duddery or something. He changed it to Daughtery.
Or Duddery. One syllable.
Yeah, he changed it a little bit. So he's back in the portal. He's a good player. He's a good linebacker. And if whatever was going on in the locker room is behind him, then he would be a good get. He'd be a good addition. He's like captain of the defense, basically. All right. But I just wanted to touch on that because it's being talked about a lot. But again, a lot of that's rumor.
Yeah.
Take it with a grain of salt. Nothing was confirmed or proven, but he was dismissed from the Clemson football team. Another rumor I like.
There's a rumor going
Josh
round.
Seaton potentially to Oregon.
Really?
Because did you see what he tweeted?
No.
Dante Moore comeback? Question mark. So he's in the portal. He also did something a little snaky. I don't know if you saw this. He asked the Colorado creative team to make him a hype video. And
For leaving?
They assumed it was because he was announcing his return, but he used it to announce his transfer. And they were not very happy about that.
Well, I wouldn't be.
Yeah, but so I mean, maybe they just didn't ask the right question. Like, what do you need this for?
Right. Like, because now that we know, I won't make that for you.
So they already did. It was a pretty cool video. So you get to go in the portal. Maybe to Oregon. That'd be kind of cool. I think one of the other crystal balls was Texas, of course.
Texas.
So yeah, again, another rumor, but 4 transfers right here that I want to talk about.
Yep.
Because it's going to lead to 2 quarterback battles for 2 teams.
Yeah.
So Bo Pribula and Eli Holstein are both going to Virginia.
I like that. That's cool.
That's interesting. I think Bo, to me, is the guy. But Eli Holstein was really good, and I was really high on him coming into the season because he had a great year last year. Things just fell apart. And then I think he got hurt. But after that, West Virginia lost for sure because Pitt takes that loss very seriously. That's their version of the game.
For sure.
That's that big rivalry. So I think that kind of derailed him a little bit, especially in confidence. And then Aaron Nolan and Marcus Stokes. Marcus Stokes is the West Florida guy who had a great year. He was a former 4-star quarterback. They're both going to Memphis. So that's cool for Memphis. They just lost their head coach. They bring in Charles Huff. They already got a quarterback battle of good quarterbacks, at least highly touted high school recruit quarterbacks. So that's exciting for Memphis. And then just a few other ones. Speaking of duos, Quincy Porter and Mylan Graham to Notre Dame.
Jesus Christ, I was not expecting that.
Notre Dame went from doing nothing in the portal
to doing something.
Landing 2 former 5-star receivers from Ohio State, which we know their track record. So good for them. Bryson Washington, who I liked coming in the year, he's dealt with injuries this year. He's going to Auburn. Eric Singleton had a down year. We still like him. He's going to Florida. We'll see what he can do there. Justice Haynes going to Georgia Tech. I think that's a really good fit.
Georgia Tech's been popping off, actually.
Yeah, and I love that fit. I mean, even with Jamal Haynes and Haynes King, a lot of Hayneses in their pass rank are going.
Well, aren't they both done now?
Yeah,
Haynes
they're gone.
King
But I'm just saying how they played there.
Oh, yeah.
Justice Haynes fits right into their scheme. And,
I agree.
That they can have a running quarterback to complement him. I think that's a really cool fit, and I'm excited for him to have hopefully full season, no injuries.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, and then one of the last ones I want to talk about is Chase Hendricks. We watched a lot of him in Ohio this year. He's going to Cal, man. Cal's reloading a little bit because JKS is staying.
Tosh the boy, bro.
Yeah, and he's getting some defensive pieces. He still lost some good linebackers to teams like I think it was Clemson and BYU, but I like what he's doing.
I do too, man.
I'm really happy for him. So that's cool. Because Cal being good, I can't remember the last time Cal was good.
Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson and Marshawn Lynch.
Because after that, it was, they're in a bowl game. And
they're in a bowl game.
My first college football bowl game was in 2016, and they played Illinois, and that's currently the state I'm living in. So that was a little bit of invisible string theory.
Woo!
So that's what I got on the commitments, unless you want to cover any of that.
I don't really have it. I mean, you pretty much hit the nail right on the head with all the commitments. I mean, there's other ones, but you guys can look it up too. I mean, I don't have anything. The biggest one was Hollywood leaving, fucking asshole.
Yeah,
but I mean,
because I know you were excited about that.
I mean, yeah, I was, and I was very curious about where Quincy Porter was going, dude, just because that's an Ohio State wide receiver, and both went to Notre Dame, which I was not expecting that either. So it is what it is. Cool to see though, but just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, and Notre Dame kind of been in the spotlight a little bit with some stuff going on,
like their bullshit.
Well, it wasn't even bullshit. Like apparently Marcus Freeman got into an argument. You know, at I think it was a wrestling match maybe that his son was doing, but it was not an argument.
Did you see that? Maybe this is just breaking news. 2 minutes ago, Parker Navarro has entered the transfer portal.
Oh man, I don't like that for Ohio.
Is awaiting appeal on his eligibility.
Oh yeah, I don't think he has any eligibility left.
Well, he's entering the transfer portal if he gets approved.
All right, well that's fair. That's fair for him.
Yeah,
I mean I like him. I don't think he'd be necessarily a starter on an up and rising team, but actually, speaking of quarterbacks that can run, West Virginia, they would use him.
Maybe
they would use him because again, insider information here by a guy who's an associate scout at West Virginia. They're looking for a quarterback that can take a beating in the run game, and Parker Navarro's
him.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would. I would like that.
But that's what I got for the commitments. Now, time to talk the Natty. So Miami versus Indiana. Indiana opens as a -8.5-point favorite. It's Monday at 6:30 Central Time.
Tickets are as low as $2,750.
Wow, we're not going.
Yeah,
but still, obviously a Miami home game. I don't want to hear nothing though. They don't sell out Hard Rock, so I'm not worried about Indiana when it comes to that. I think Indiana fans will travel.
That's the Dolphins Stadium.
I know. No, that's where Miami plays though.
I know.
Yes, but they don't sell it out for their home games. Yeah. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about them having an unfair home field advantage. This is also a homecoming for Fernando Mendoza. He was born in Boston, but he spent most of his life in Miami. That's where he played high school football, so it's a homecoming for him.
Oh, really?
Taking Indiana, even though the historical odds are against them, because I think historically the team that goes in for their first natty, at least in the college football playoff era, has never won it. But that's got to change eventually, especially with the new landscape. And then also the Final Four teams have always had a top 10 recruiting class, and Indiana doesn't. But I'm throwing that to the side based on what we've seen. I'm going with Indiana because they also have a very good front seven on defense. So I think both defenses are really good, but I give the edge to Indiana's offense.
Here you go.
So that's my pick.
I am not going to make a vote for this just because I don't want to.
Well, we're going to enjoy the game either way.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't vote last week for our game, so I'm not voting for this week. I can give my reasons to why both teams will win, but Cam kind of already talked about that. Indiana's been pretty dominant. I wouldn't be surprised if they won. I also, this is going to sound really stupid, I wouldn't be surprised if Miami won. Clearly, these two teams are the best. That's why they're here. Miami does have the home field advantage, so we'll see if they fill it up, not with red, but with fucking orange and green.
They do have to be in the away locker room, though, of their own stadium.
That's fucking crazy. That's a huge mental game. But if Indiana just keeps doing what they're doing, man, they'll win. And, the past two games, they've slammed their opponents in Oregon and Alabama, so I really don't see any threat. But, if Miami can, again, we've talked about it in recent podcasts, control the football, give it to Mark Fletcher and pass to Malachi Toney, you'll be all right, and if the defense performs, but I don't want to pick a team, honestly. I'd rather just watch the game for enjoyment and not worry about a pick.
Oh, see, so me picking it, I'm not worried about being wrong. I would love to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I just see a great game.
Yeah.
I want to be wrong.
Selfishly, too, Indiana's been annoying the shit out of me just because they've continuously beat the shit out of the teams that I've liked, and I want somebody to come in and knock them off. But I don't see Miami doing that, but I also do because every time I continuously count Miami out of there, they come back and just blow me out of the water. So it's maybe they could be the ones, but I don't know.
They could, and that's where Kale and I's outlook is different. Just because since Indiana destroyed Oregon, I am biased towards Indiana to win it, just because in my head, I don't want it to be for nothing. You know, because then Oregon at least can cope. Us Oregon fans can cope with, oh, we've lost to the Natty in the winner in the last 2 years. Woo, we're the runner-up, kind of. Woo.
See, I'm literally the exact opposite. I would rather you get to the Natty than lose and almost make it.
Yeah.
That's kind of my fuck you.
I see it, but yeah, so I want Indiana to win, I would say here. Kirk Cignetti, he's so fucking likable, and it pisses me off sometimes, because like even after he beat Oregon, what does he say? I'm not thinking about the Natty, thinking about cracking a beer.
There you go.
Like, that's a Midwesterner guy.
That is. That's a Bloomington, Indiana guy right there. That's a
Hoosier if
Hoosier.
I've ever heard of one.
That's a Hoosier out there, boys.
Well, that's pretty much all I got for college. We can switch over to NFL.
Yeah, I don't have anything more for college, but yeah, let's pivot to the NFL. So, I do have a game.
Let's do it.
If you want to play a game.
I like games.
I got a game. I'll give you 10 questions if you want the 10.
Give me all of them.
It's 100 questions. I'm not doing all that.
Oh, fuck. Give me 10.
Yeah. So, Cam, which stadium hosted the first ever Super Bowl?
First ever?
First ever.
Would it be Lambeau?
No, that's
What is
wrong.
it?
It's the Coliseum in LA.
Dang. Should have known it wasn't a Northern Stadium.
Hold on. I gotta get the. Okay. When did the Baltimore Ravens win their first Super Bowl?
I'm not going to get you with years, man.
Oh, that's 2001.
I'm not going to get you with years.
Oh, well, this is a fun question. What was the first NFL team to feature a logo on its helmet?
Ooh, that is a fun one. Is it the Bears?
No, it is a West Coast
The
team.
West Coast team? I don't know that
The
one.
Rams.
Was it the Horns?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a logo. Yeah, the Ram and the horns.
Is
and
that a
shit.
logo?
Apparently so.
I'm thinking like team logo.
That's their logo.
No, it's not their logo.
Oh, it's not. It's the
logo's
LA
different.
with the
Yeah.
Ram. Well, this was.
That's a decal.
It says logo. I'm not
That's
fighting
a
you on this.
decal,
I'm just the
man.
guy. Don't shoot the
All right,
messenger.
All right, I'm thinking like the old Jets logo.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. You might know this. I think you should. What is the nickname for the 1967 championship game between the Green Bay Packers and Dallas Cowboys?
I don't fucking know.
It's the Ice Bowl. How do you not
that the
know
ice-
that?
I
Yeah, that's
wasn't
the Ice Bowl.
alive.
It doesn't matter. It's a pretty.
Live, man.
What is the only jersey number not permitted in the NFL?
If it says 0, it's a fucking lie.
You're 100% almost close.
Then what?
It's 00.
Oh my god, is that fucking so stupid?
How many NFL
Double?
team? Yeah, how many NFL teams does the state of Florida have? Yep, count them.
3.
Yeah, you're right. Good job, buddy.
Let's go.
Hold on. Let me do a couple more. What the fuck?
Give me like what was the first, like, you know, like how the Lions were at one point, like the Plymouth Titans.
Hold on, you might know this. Which NFL player is known for popularizing the dab?
Oh my god, I don't know that.
It's Cam Newton.
Whoa!
How do you not know these?
Block that out.
God
It's
damn it.
traumatizing. I know the whip one. Odell.
Fuck that one.
He did it.
I don't know. Which team is known as America's team?
Cowboys.
Good job. Which NFL team has the most Hall of Famers?
It's gotta be an older team. Bears.
Yes.
Let's go.
Which iconic NFL player retired with more tackles than drops?
More tackles than drops.
We don't like this team anymore.
More tackles than drops.
Yeah. Which player?
Fucking what? Julio Jones.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Julio Jones got to be up there though. He was always.
All right, I'll give you a couple more.
interceptions.
What is the oldest NFL team to rename its name and location since joining the league?
Since joining the league?
Yeah, it's an old team. It's an older team.
Oh, it's Browns or Ravens.
No, you're way off.
Who?
Green Bay Packers.
When?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't give me that fucking.
Oh my god.
All right, I'll give you two more. Then we'll be
Alright,
done.
give me
Hold
I hate
on.
this game.
Well, you're not doing so good.
I love it.
Uh,
I'm learning. People are learning.
what?
We're all-
Why did it just back me? Hold on. Let me
We're all
find it. Which team has the longest wait list in the NFL?
Waitlist.
Like for ticket season.
Packers.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Good job, buddy. What two teams did O.J. Simpson play for?
Bills.
Yep. West Coast team. I'll give you that.
Raiders.
No. 49ers. I actually didn't know that.
49ers.
I actually didn't know that. All right, that's a little game. We love games, but now on to the NFL. So we're going to recap Wild Card Weekend. Good games of Wild Card Weekend, bro. It was really lit. We had a good time. So 3 o'clock game was Los Angeles at Carolina. LA 34, Carolina 31. Honestly, I was proud of Panthers for putting up a fight. They didn't back down even when they were down. They eventually they got up, and then Matt Stafford and company took the game away. They didn't take it away. They only won by 3.
It was, I mean, it came off last second touchdown.
But it was really good, man.
Yeah, it was a fun game.
It was pretty exciting. I was not expecting that. I was honestly surprised that Carolina stuck in it. I already said that, but it was overall good game. Not surprising though, but also surprising.
I think surprising in how close
the
it was.
effort. Yeah,
that was. I was really happy to see the Panthers play the way they did.
Cam and I both picked LA. Yeah, I do remember that. Good game. So there's that, and then the game of Saturday, I thought, Green Bay at Chicago. So me being a Chicago fan, this is like the cardiac bears keep coming up. But there was 1.2 in halftime where I was like, we're not technically out of this. Even though I was with Cam, I was with all of our buddies, and we were screaming, and we were chaotic. I did have a come to Jesus moment at halftime where I was like, we're still not out of it, being 21-3. And lo and behold, we came back and won 31-27. It made it even sweeter, too, that it was against Green Bay.
Oh, yeah.
And Ben Johnson did his fucking hate the Packers. I fucking hate those guys. Like, I enjoy that. And there's other people out there. We were talking about this off the podcast a couple minutes ago about how, like, people are butthurt that Ben Johnson's doing that.
Why?
Because, again, like how I said, you got the butthurt Packer fans and, like, all these other little baby snowflakes that are like, he shouldn't have done that. It's like, there's a rivalry for a reason. You don't have to like the person. You don't have to be friends with people.
And if anything, he's reigniting the rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
Because not everyone needs to be buddy-buddy.
You don't need to be buddy-buddy.
Like, Matt LaFleur did look upset with that handshake at the end.
But he also started that, too.
Yeah, Ben Johnson went up, did a quick, not even looking in the eyes, little handshake. Like, that's the fire. And that's what fires the team up, too. Like, Caleb Williams is more fired up on the sideline than I've seen him ever.
Like, yeah, you could think this might have started with Ben in his press conference when he's like, I enjoy beating Matt LaFleur twice, and then the Green Bay beats the Bears, and then they had an icy handshake, but then it's like he's just reciprocating the action. And it's like, if the Packers won, like, okay, it's a rivalry, like, I wouldn't want it. I would be pissed off too. You're allowed to be mad, and that's fine too, but I think it makes it even sweeter because they're upset that the the Bears are good now, and they don't like that. Because again, I remember when Aaron Rodgers was like, fuck you, I still own you, and then discount double checked. You didn't hear no fucking Bears fans doing anything.
There was always that heat there, but it's only okay when the other teams do it.
Yeah, it's only okay when the Packers do it. Yeah.
That team.
So
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. And they're just butthurt. And like honestly, like I'm happy that the Bears are good now and I can talk my shit. So fuck you, Packers and Packer fans. But moving right along to Sunday's matchup, Buffalo at Jacksonville. Buffalo 27, Jacksonville 24.
It was a good game.
It was fine. I enjoyed it. I honestly there were some calls that I didn't agree with, but it's fine. It's over and done with now. Josh Allen, again, we've talked about this regularly, like this is his time to win it now.
Oh yeah.
And I am worried about this upcoming game, and we can talk about that later. But like, I think it just came down to whoever had the ball last. Honestly,
I think we both picked Jacksonville.
Yeah, we did. We both picked Chicago last game too.
Yeah,
sorry,
but I forget who said this, but I wish I would have realized this before.
What's that?
When it came to Josh Allen, because we made the argument with Trevor Lawrence, stepping up, and he played well, but. Yeah. Someone said, do you really think Josh Allen, without a Lamar, without Patrick, without Joe Burrow, is going to ruin his shot without, like, his kryptonites?
Oh.
In the playoffs?
Yeah.
So after I heard that, I was like, oh, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna do everything he can and more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I still stuck with the Jaguars pick, but...
Yeah, I still stuck with the Jaguars.
Yeah, it was still a good game, and, like, did you see what that reporter... Oh, I forget her name. I wish I could say her name.
Erin Andrews.
Yeah.
Oh, the nice woman with Liam Cohen.
Yeah. Like his smile and how it lifted him
People
up.
actually didn't like that.
I know, because people suck and they don't want others to be happy. I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah,
you could see how much Liam Cohen needed that.
Oh yeah, dude, you're in there for a Coach of a Year award. Yeah,
I like him a lot, and I'm happy for the Jags, and I think they're on an upward trajectory.
I like it that the Jaguars are good.
Yeah,
they've sucked my whole life, and I'm happy that they're kind of good.
One year with Blake Bortles where he went insane for some reason.
Yeah, like 2019, and then like back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so hopefully it continues to go on the up and up.
I think it will, man.
Yeah, we both picked Jacksonville. I didn't think Buffalo was going to pull away, but moving right along to San Fran and Philly, I think I picked San Francisco. Cam might have picked Philly. Selfishly, I'm happy. I get a year of peace because the city of Philadelphia can burn down and not have another championship. But I kind of saw the writing on the wall with Philly. Like, it just wasn't a good, coherent team.
No.
Like, as much as like they had the firepower, it just didn't look good, and that's what made me pick to sway to San Fran. It wasn't because I didn't like the Philadelphia fan base or any of that. It was literally because it's like this team just isn't good right now.
No, and dude, none of it's going right. Like,
no, it's going fucking terrible.
Like, at first I was a little annoyed with how often the Philly fans were booing their team, but then I kind of
I got it too.
I was like, oh my god, dude, the play calling. If I was a Philadelphia fan, I'd be upset
because it didn't make any sense. They would run like the same play every start of possession, and then they would just keep going in like a circle, and it just wasn't working too well. And I didn't understand it. But yeah, Philly lost, San Fran won.
I mean, I'm happy too because the majority of my family and all my friends back home are San Fran fans.
Well, there you go.
So,
yeah,
good for them. Happy for them.
And then the Sunday night game, Los Angeles at New England. We both picked New England until Justin Herbert actually wins one. I will always sway to the other team. There's just something about Herbert in the playoffs. They just don't perform, man. And the Patriots are a good team, man. 16-3. Drake May 268. Even he had the most rushing to it with 68 fucking yards.
And Ramondre had the most receiving,
which that's just
doesn't. They got it done.
They got it done.
They needed to.
Who cares? I don't really have a whole lot to say about that. Then this is the game I kind of want to talk about a little bit more. Monday night, Houston at Pittsburgh. Houston 30, Pittsburgh 6. I honest to God thought this was going to be a better game, and it was close.
It just fell apart.
It fell apart so quickly.
Yeah.
And like the defense stepped up for Houston. There was like some big fat fuck that kept giving Aaron Rodgers trouble, and I don't know his name, but I really thought Pittsburgh was going to pull this out. I think you and I both picked Pity. You might have actually.
No, I think we did.
Yeah. Okay, we both picked Pity. But anyway, it wasn't surprising, but it was because I actually thought they were on like a high. But like CJ Stroud made the plays he needed to. That defense is fucking suffocating.
But also, first franchise road playoff win for the Houston Texans. So that's cool.
Oh, that is cool because back when I was younger, they would always get into the playoffs and first in, first out.
This is what the Steelers have been doing for a while.
Yeah, so
they continue to do. But I mean, do you want to just talk real quick?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna pivot to. So obviously, there's a huge fucking elephant in the room with coaches and firing. So you had John Harbaugh. He got fired. That was interesting. And then we have Mike Tomlin stepping away. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to all of this, Mike Tomlin, he's still under contract.
So we have to get traded.
There's been a lot of things about him pulling a Sean Payton. Stepping away, doing broadcasts, and then seeing a better team out there, which I'm not saying there isn't good candidates this coaching hire, but I don't think they're the best.
Dude, let's flip Harbaugh and Tomlin.
The fucking dude for the Ravens owner said that. He's like, wouldn't that be cool if Harbaugh went to the Steelers and then I got Tomlin?
See, that dude, for the most part, I thought he was kind of funny, and I liked hearing some of the stuff.
That was funny,
The only thing I didn't like was the comment about, they said if Tyler Luke made that kick, does Harbaugh still have a job? And he says for a week.
For a week,
how are you going to shit on the winningest coach in franchise history like that?
Yeah.
And treat him like shit?
Treat him like shit.
That's the part I didn't like.
Yeah. He also gave him a phone call to fire him,
yeah,
too.
See, I don't like those. I don't like those details, but, I mean, I would be okay if they flipped. That'd be cool.
It would be cool, but along with that, those were the most tenured coaches.
Yeah.
So now, I don't know. I think it might be like Sean McDermott in the most tenured role in his position.
I think both of them, they have opportunities.
Oh, yeah. Well, John Harbaugh got hired, and he's now on the G-Men. I like that hire, but also don't.
If there's a guy that can switch him around, it's got to be.
Well, I honestly think that's the most highly coveted role right now, just with the bones that they have, with a good defense. You got a young quarterback, young players. You got Scatterboo, Malik Neighbors. They have a top 5 pick. Who's to say they won't get like Cardinal Tate, Jordan Tyson? Like you have the bones, so this foundation is good. But what I worry about now is he's a good coach, but he is a coach that likes long term.
Yeah.
And he'll fix them probably. That just means I got to deal with them.
Yeah, that's fair. From a fan perspective.
Yeah, but how do you feel about that hire?
I like it because, like I just said,
he's bringing Todd Monken in too.
Yeah, if there's a guy to turn him around, it's him.
It's Harbaugh.
And I don't know, something about me. I don't know. I have a weird thing where I gravitate towards northern NFL teams.
The Midwestern teams.
No, even the Giants and the Jets. I want a good New York football team.
See, I do and I don't.
I don't care which one it is. I just want one to be good because the Bills are good. I like the Bills. They're there, but I want one of those teams to be good. I don't know why. It's like a weird infatuation I have with them.
Just because those teams haven't been good in a fat minute.
That's probably it. You know, I want to see them be good.
Yeah,
so I like
man.
that hire. I do think the Steelers' job is pretty coveted.
That would be the other one. Sorry.
I do think that is pretty coveted. I mean, obviously you're gonna have a big transition with quarterback because I'm almost positive Aaron Rodgers is retiring.
No, they're 100% drafting a quarterback this year.
So you're gonna have turnover there, and that's the hardest position. You know, when there's so much uncertainty.
Well, you haven't been good since Big Ben. Let's be fucking real here.
But you have a good defense still. I mean, Cam Hayward's up there.
He's 36.
There are players up there. Jalen Ramsey's up there.
It's the most expensive defense too.
Yeah. So it's got good bones, but there is going to be a ton of turnover.
There will. I think they're going to cut some people actually this offseason. I really do.
Or trade, get some better draft capital.
I honest to God think that Hayward's probably on the way out.
Yeah, because that's one of the annoying things about being the Steelers is, yes, you make the playoffs and then you lose, and now you have a draft pick that it's still a first-round draft pick in the top 20.
You're absolutely right, man.
Or 21, 22, but...
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I guess we'll wait and see. I think that was the only breaking news of coaches firing and hiring. I don't want to talk about it too much just because it's
a lot of speculation.
A lot of speculation. There's all the this, that, and this, and pointing fingers at this person. But we'll see, man, in the upcoming weeks. But I definitely did want to talk about it very briefly. So I don't really have a whole lot to talk about besides we're going to talk about the upcoming divisional round matchup. So this is going to be really fun. It's starting Saturday, January 17th. We got Buffalo at Denver, 3:30. Buffalo comes to Mile High Stadium. Denver is 1.5-point favorites. Cameron, who do you have and why?
I feel like a lot of my
yes, your family. Are you gonna say it?
I'm rolling the Bills.
Are you?
I am.
All right.
Oh man, it's a tough. This is a tough one. This is a true pick'em. I don't even think the Broncos are necessarily the favored team. I think just Vegas, they have to pick one. So I think that's why they got the 1.5 with the home field advantage. I think if it was in Buffalo, it'd be flipped. It'd be 1.5 for Buffalo being the favorite. So with that said, Broncos have a great defense. When it comes down to it, though, Bo Nix does get it done, and he is smart. He's playing smart, But I don't think I would trust him if it were a close game. I would trust.
You make
Allen.
very good points.
I would trust Josh Allen with this. Sean McDermott, I lean his way when it comes to the coach. Defense, absolutely Denver. I want Denver to win, but for some reason my gut's telling me Buffalo.
So I almost picked Buffalo, but then you made a really good reason to why I shouldn't pick them. I like Sean Payton more than I like Sean McDermott. Sean Payton has been to a Super Bowl. He's won a Super Bowl. I will put the defense on there. You make a really good point about Nix. If the ball's in his hands, I don't necessarily trust him. But that also goes the same with Josh Allen in playoffs, too. I don't really he has had some moments, but there has been big moments where he has crumbled, too, under pressure. Go ahead.
I completely forgot.
Oh, you're changing.
Keon Coleman is their starting number 1 receiver.
Oh, yeah, they don't have anything.
No, so I'm actually flipping.
You're flipping?
Because I do not trust Keon Coleman.
Well, they have Brandon Cooks, too, who is good, but he's older.
He's not him, though.
Yeah, he's not him.
So I'm taking the Broncos. I'm sorry, Broncos fans. I'm sorry.
Let's ride.
I'm sorry, fans.
Let's ride. Ecker, fucking text him and let him know.
I'm taking the Broncos.
I really do think the Broncos win. If the Buffalo Bills do win, I won't be mad about it.
No, I think it'll be a good game.
But we'll talk about why I think I keep giving reasons why I think they won't make it.
It's a tough one.
It's just tough, man.
But okay, I'm going to take the Broncos.
Yeah.
Even though what I just said earlier, that thing about, Josh Allen
what you just said,
without all his nemesis.
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm leaning. But, dude, I'm going to take the Broncos. I'm going to roll with the hometown team. I'm moving back to Colorado in March. Got to be a diehard Broncos fan. Boom.
Broncos country, let's ride.
There we go.
All right, and then the 7 p.m. game, we got San Fran at Seattle at Lumen's Field. Seahawks are 7-point favorites. This is a divisional matchup. It's a division matchup and a divisional matchup, so they play in the same division. Sorry, that probably didn't make any sense the way I said it. But with that being said, these teams played twice. I think Seattle swept them. Let me fact check this just real quick. Nope, they split it.
They split.
Seattle was 14-3. San Fran was 12-5. I am picking Seattle. I think the 12's going to come into play here. Again, defense wins championships. I just think with how injury prone San Francisco is, and now losing Kittle, you only have CMC, and he is your life force. but he can't do it all.
Yeah.
He really can't. I don't trust Brock. He will.
He'll try.
I don't trust Brock Purdy in a critical down situation, and I don't trust Sam Darnold. But I will trust in Seattle's running game and defense and their playmakers to get Sam Darnold out of it. JSN, all those boys, AJ Barner, like I trust them more than I do San Francisco and Marco Jackson and Jawan Jennings.
I like that. I'm also rolling with them. I think this is a Sam Darnold prove it game.
It really is.
I think it is. I think that's a lot riding on it.
Yeah.
What I say is going to be a big difference factor here. Mm-hmm. Hear me out. This is my crystal ball prediction.
Go ahead. Give me.
It is a big special teams play for Seattle. I think there's going to be
a kick return, like a Percy Harvin return.
A kick return. Yeah. Something is going to happen in that realm, and that's going to really kickstart Seattle.
I like it, buddy.
I'm not saying it's going to happen to start the game.
No, I get what you're saying.
So say, like, what if we got, like, a 7-7 game late in the second quarter?
It's going to kickstart momentum to swing.
Or, like, a fumble.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't know why. I just feel like Seattle's special teams unit is going to come apart.
I like that. I like what you're saying.
We'll see.
But, yeah, so... Cam and I, Denver, Seattle. Now on to Sunday's matchup. 2 p.m. We got Houston at New England. New England is 3 points thy favorites. Cam, you can go first on why.
This one, I'm gonna take the Patriots.
I really want to pick Houston.
I want to, but I'm gonna take the Patriots.
But I just have a gut feeling that just New England, and again, head coach. I'm picking Vrabel. I don't know if I trust Drake May yet. I would actually trust more CJ than I would May. But CJ scares me because he can only get to the divisional round, and then he sucks. He reminds me kind of a Dak Prescott in that. I mean,
even last week, if it wasn't for the defense popping off in the fourth quarter,
yeah, it could have been
that was a rough game for CJ. That was a rough game for the offense as a whole.
So this is two good fucking defenses coming out. So I'm just picking New England. I don't really have a whole lot to say. My gut feeling is just picking New England. So, all right. And then to sway to the 5:30 p.m. game, Los Angeles comes to Soldier Field. And LA is 3.5 favorites. Cam, why? And give me your whys. Give me your who you going to pick. Give me why.
Well, based on the fact that two of my closest friends.
Well, don't use us as.
Are Chicago Bear fans.
It's Chicago!
All right, they are Chicago Bear fans. They're diehard fans. They are the cardiac Bears.
Cardiac Bears.
Last week, say last week didn't happen the way it did.
Yeah.
Say the Rams blew out the Panthers. I think I'd be inclined to take the Rams.
There you go.
Right? But the Panthers could put up that fight. Because the Rams are not a bad team. They're a really good team.
Yep.
They are a really good team. They're a great offense.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bears, at least in the last couple weeks, had somewhat of a shaky defense.
Yep.
Especially in the cornerback area.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good. So that's what scares me about Puka and Devontae.
Yeah, I agree.
That's going to be a lot to handle because also Kyron Williams is good. So that's going to be a lot to handle.
Yep.
You guys got to cover everything. So the Bears defense is what scares me a little bit.
Absolutely.
What I fucking need here, though, from you Bears is to not wait until the fourth quarter.
Not to wait until 58 minutes
to start clicking.
To start clicking,
all right, what the Bears need to win this game is a full game.
A full 60 minutes of playing hard.
A full 60 minutes. I don't I love seeing the crazy finishes.
But I also don't want to be hammered and then have anxiety and
it's the crazy finishes are awesome, but what I haven't seen really
is a full game.
From Chicago. Yeah. So, if they can do that, they win. If they can do a full game, full 60 minutes, playing great football, clicking, smart football, decent defense, because if your offense is clicking like we saw in the Niners game, the offense is clicking like that, because that's a full offensive game. That just wasn't a full defensive game. So I'm taking the Bears. I might be biased here. I'm rolling with them. That's that.
So I got a couple talking points. I'm rocking with the Bears, obviously, but I have good feedback of why. So it's in Chicago. The high in Chicago on Sunday is 19.
Yeah, it's going to be cold.
It's a night game.
It's going to be cold.
In sub 40-degree weather, the Rams are 2-4.
Kind of like the Dolphins.
Under the Sean McVay tutelage. I don't trust that. Weather does play a part in this. I'm not saying that the weather's going to be the biggest factor, but it is. Let's call it 50% in this.
It won't be for Stafford.
No, but Puka, Devontae, not so much because he played in Green Bay.
Puka, BYU, Washington, Yeah,
I mean, we'll see, but I'm giving the edge to the Bears there. But what I just said before, even when the Bears are down, more in recent, I'm like, they're still not out of it.
Okay, yeah. I see. The only thing that's what scares me though. If you're down,
But the luck does run out.
it does. I'm just saying, if you're down 21-7 to the Rams, I look at that a little differently than 21-7 to the Packers.
I get what you're
Please
saying.
do not go down 21.
And so you make a good point. I also do think that people are still not taking the Bears seriously.
Yeah, probably not.
I think that I think Ben Johnson is a fucking great coach. I think he is riding these boys fucking hard about perform. Not like that. Pause. Don't be weird. You get what I mean. Of just like getting on their asses about we need to start better. And even like, I think they'll pull this one out as a fucking prove it.
All right.
And then if they do, like, I don't think they have to prove anything anymore. It does kind of remind me of like Washington of last year. I don't want them to be Washington of last year. I want them to make it further. It is kind of showing signs of that, like they're pulling out of wins out of their asses. Hopefully that's not things to come for next year and them sucking. But anyway, I'm rocking with the Cardiac Bears. I'm going to give it to the Bears.
So then we're looking at, based on our predictions, because we both took the Broncos, we both took the Patriots. We get a Broncos-Patriots matchup, and then we get a Bears-Seattle matchup.
Which is not bad. And if I had to have it my way, I would rather see like Denver and the Bears.
I would like Denver and the Bears
That'd be kind of cool.
in the Super Bowl. That would be cool. Anyway, I mean, I like your take on it. That's my only thing. So I guess to be unbiased, to give a what do the Rams need to win?
Yeah, because they were my pick at the beginning to win the Super Bowl, and still kind of are, but I'm swaying a little bit. So
I mean, the Rams. So last week, offensively, like they were a little
shaky.
They had some mistakes. You know, Puka had some drops. It was a little discombobulated. So same thing with the Rams. Honestly, I think what every team can put together, the cleanest game on all facets of the field for the longest. It doesn't have to be the full 60 minutes. For and I guess that's the way any team will win. But I'm saying, like, if the Rams come out and they are great in the first half and the Bears are not, like we've seen, I'm gonna think the Rams are gonna pull it out. Because I think the Rams' defense is a little bit harder to make that comeback
Just
against.
a little bit,
Because like the Packers' defense without Micah has been rough. You know, all credit to the Bears for doing what they did still in the end of that. The only thing is Ben Johnson, be careful with the fourth downs.
Yeah, don't be overly aggressive.
It's good to be aggressive, but at the same time, be a little careful. Yeah. You know, if it's 4th and 6, let's maybe not go for it.
On your own 34?
Yeah, let's maybe not
Let's punt it. Let's punt
that. Trust your defense a little bit, but I think, too, like the turnover game is going to be huge here.
Yeah, the Bears led the league in turnovers, but I haven't seen any turnovers recently.
Also with Stafford, he's very careful, but he still slings it. Like, if he gets picked off, I think I would feel very comfortable with the Bears. Like, even one turnover.
Well, that too, but I also trust the Bears in their run game.
Yeah.
I do. They were 3rd in the league in overall rushing. Like, Ben Johnson loves to run the rock. I trust Swift. I trust Monangai.
I do think this is my game of the week, for sure.
Bears and Rams?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that's why they put it on Sunday night, because I was actually wanting it to be on Saturday, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's my game of the week. That's the one I'm most excited for. I'm excited for the Broncos-Bills one, though.
Yeah, I would say Bears, and then Broncos, and then Seattle.
So shout out everyone who's a Bears fan and everyone who's a Broncos fan.
You know who you are.
Shout out no one else.
Shout out no one else.
No one else.
No one else. Absolutely no one else. Yeah, but that's all. Again, I'm not going to reiterate what I said in the earlier of the podcast. You guys can go back and listen to it. But yeah, like, subscribe, follow us, Spotify, Instagram, all that jazz, Twitter. We post stuff. It's slowed down a little bit, but we do post stuff. But yeah, that's the podcast from Saturdays to Sunday. Tune in next week for some more football, college, and NFL. We love y'all. Goodbye.